Welcome to Pimpy's Investment Chat, where we keep investment talk simple. And here's your host, Pimpy.
What is going on out there, peeps? So I have a friend, he does teach economics, and he knows I've been trying to find some information on the Iraqi dinar. He will, from time to time, respond to some of my questions when I have general questions about the economy or what Iraq needs to do to get things fixed. Received the email from him, and he said that he was chatting with one of his friends a couple weeks ago because he thought he would know more about the Iraqi dinar than he did. And he said, no, but I got a friend that does know something about the Iraqi dinar. We're going to go over that here in a little bit because what my real question was, what does Iraq need to do? I mean, we know generally, but what does Iraq need to do right now? With everything that's happened, that's been happening, what does Iraq need to do right now to reinstate their old rate of $3.22? Let's go ahead and get into this. I just want to give everybody a quick reminder. You can go over to Pimpy's News Network. It is free for everybody, all right? Everybody has access to the videos that are on the website. I'm going to keep it free as long as possible. Just keep in mind that it does cost money to maintain. So I would appreciate it if you can afford it when you come to sign in, that you choose one of these plans. You don't have to. Again, it's free. But this will help with the cost of the website. So if you can afford it, please choose the plan. And that money goes to maintaining the website. There is another way in which you can assist. And that is when you go to my YouTube channel, just watch 2 or 3 or 4 videos. Let them go all the way through. That helps out the channel as well. So it doesn't cost you anything. Still free. All you have to do is just watch videos. Before we get started, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button. If you're not a subscriber, please do so. Because when you do, it helps out the channel. And I certainly do appreciate it. If you're thinking about buying gold and silver, head on over to our friends at Miles Franklin. The link will be down below in the description. When you make your purchase, make sure you use promo code Pimpy, P-I-M-P-Y, and they'll take care of you. If you have any additional questions, you can reach us over here at this phone number or over here at this particular email. For all orders over $10,000, reach out by email and we'll make sure that you get a great deal. So come on over to Miles Franklin and add to your precious metal inventory. Take a look at that Iraqi dinar lower denomination. Looks nice, don't it? Alrighty, let's go ahead and go over what he said. Hello, Lee. I hope this message finds you well. A few weeks ago, I had a conversation with a colleague who may provide you with more detailed insight regarding the Iraqi dinar. He possesses some knowledge on the subject and has also consulted with his acquaintance. Economic professor Michael Boskins, I think that's how you say it, Professor Boskins graciously shared the following information, which I am pleased to relay to you. You know, it was nice of him to do that, at least keep me in mind and get this for me while he had an opportunity, so I'm grateful for that. Most of these we are already aware, but at least if you see what has to be done, it should be able to give you an idea of how far away this thing might be. Okay, the first thing he's talking about is implement monetary reforms. Man, we've been hearing about that for years, so we know they're definitely implementing monetary reforms. He said the first step involves comprehensive monetary reforms aimed at stabilizing the economy and increasing the value of the Iraqi dinar. This includes deleting zeros. The Central Bank of Iraq may consider removing zeros from the currency to simplify transactions and improve public confidence in the dinar. Printing new notes. Obviously, if they're going to remove the zeros off the currency, they're going to redenominate and print new banknotes. Issuing new banknotes that reflects these changes can help in restoring faith in the currency. So we know they've been talking about that as well. Establish a currency basket system. Instead of pegging the dinar solely to the US dollar, Iraq should adopt a basket of currencies approach. This means using multiple currency, the value of the dinar would be determined against weighted average of several currencies, including the euro, the British pound, the Japanese yen, etc., etc. Reducing dollar dependency. This strategy will help mitigate risk associated with fluctuations in the dollar's value and provide a more stable foundation for international trade. Well, we know they're already using a handful of currencies over there. It's just getting started. So yes, indeed, they're doing that, but they are not pegged to a currency basket. Are they reducing their dependency on the dollar? Well, they're trying to. Well, supposedly at the beginning of this year, they were not supposed to use the US dollar anymore except for in trade, but nothing else. Strengthen economic fundamentals. For any currency to gain value, it might be backed by strong economic indicators. On here, he said boosting economic growth. Iraq needs to focus on diversifying its economy beyond oil dependency, investing in sectors like. So he listed 3 sectors out, but I wanted to do a little research and figure out what Iraq has done in the past 5 years so I can give you something at least a little current. So we know they've been busting their ass trying to diversify their economy. As a matter of fact, I was surprised to hear the other day in part of the article, it said that right now the budget that Iraq passes, only 89% of it is dependent on oil sales. A lot better than where it was. Agriculture. As of April 2024, Iraq and Turkey agree they will jointly build a dam, carry out wastewater treatment, and establish irrigation systems on the territory of Iraq. When it comes to agriculture, I think it's damn near destroyed. I know that in the past couple years, they made huge steps to try to improve it. So at least they agreed upon building a dam for Iraq, and that's going to be a huge help for Iraq and their agriculture. There's more than just this one dam between Iraq and Turkey. There's like several dam projects, not like dam projects, but projects to build dams. So this is going to be a huge boost to the agriculture for Iraq. Obviously the dams aren't built yet, but there are several projects in the works. You can kind of almost scratch out agriculture as being part of their diversified economy until they get those dams built. I mean, they still have some farming, but nothing like they used to. Manufacturing said Iraq has seen varying degrees of improvement over the past 5 years, with a lot of investment going into textiles, food processing, and construction materials, services, humanitarian healthcare infrastructure, education systems, public service restorations, economic recovery initiatives, and emergency response projects. Increasing foreign investment, creating an attractive environment for foreign investors through regulatory reforms and incentives can enhance economic stability. And we know they've been busting their ass trying to get foreign investors to come into Iraq. But what's the problem with Iraq all the time? They're not a very stable nation. There's constantly conflicts going on. Little by little, Iraq is getting there. Definitely need to do something with that corrupt government officials that's been around there for past 20 years. Improved trade balance. A favorable trade balance is crucial for strengthening the currency. Enhancing exports. Iraq should work on increasing exports by improving product quality and accessing new markets, which we know they're doing that. Managing imports. Reducing unnecessary imports can help improve the trade balance, thereby supporting a stronger dinar. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, they have things to trade, but not a whole lot of options at the moment. So these things kind of all get tied together. Maintain internal stability. Political stability is vital for economic confidence. Ensuring political stability, a stable political environment, will encourage both domestic and foreign investment. Fostering public confidence, building trust among citizens regarding monetary policies will lead to increased usage of the dinar over foreign currencies. They're getting there, but as usual, we see the gap growing a little bit in the black market. Engage with international financial institutions. Collaboration with global financial entities can provide necessary support. So, consultations with experts. Engaging with organizations like the IMF can offer guidance on best practices for monetary policies. Assessing financial aid or loans. Securing funds from international bodies may assist in implementing necessary reforms without causing intermediate physical strain. Monitor inflation rates. Controlling inflation is essential for maintaining currency value. So right now, Iraq's currently somewhere around 5%. Implementing effective monetary policy, the central bank should adopt measures to control inflation rates through interest rate adjustments and other monetary tools. So most of these things we've covered before, but he's saying that this right here is specifically, if they want to reinstate the 322 rate, these things have to be taken care of. And I do find it interesting that we've been listening to them talk about deleting the zeros, and he's put that in here. And that is going to help increase the value of the Iraqi dinar, plus booster the confidence in the currency. Now, I know that's a concern for everybody because you've been told for God knows how many years that when they change to the 322 rate and you take a look at your bank note and multiply it times 322, that's the money you're going to get. Again, until it happens, I'm just saying, So you might as well get your brain ready for it. I'm not saying it's set in stone just because I need a bunch of people whining. But even he's bringing up the deletion of the zeros. So as I went through this, list that he had, and I paying attention to what's going on over in Iraq, and I also did a little bit more research before I spoke about this. A lot of this stuff Iraq has already started. But it's just not a matter of, hey, guess what? Iraq has started this. Therefore, hurry up and throw the 322 rate on there. And I know a lot of people are going, look, man, I've been waiting like 20 years for this to happen. Well, Iraq is just barely recently starting to behave itself. Again, kudos out to al-Sudani, because first it was al-Qademi who got things rocking and rolling, but then al-Sudani came in and had the support of the coordinating framework versus al-Qademi, who had no support. So just take a look at this list and ask yourself, has Iraq completed any of these? Is Iraq currently working on any of these? Has any of these been implemented? If they're going to reinstate the 322 rate, it'll give you at least an idea of what kind of timeline you're looking at, all right? Anyways, you guys, I appreciate when you stop by. You guys have a good one. I'll catch you later. I'm out.